And other delegates prepare to arrive in Beijing for the APEC meetings. Questions are being raised about how much more work has been done to realize one of APEC's ultimate goals. That's creating a free trade agreement that will help usher in a new era of prosperity. CCTV's chief correspondent Han Bin interviewed several Chinese experts who say China is now working with other economies to build a new Asia-Pacific that's more inclusive and open.
Yanxi Lake, the APEC venue in Beijing. Leaders from 21 member economies will gather here. They will shape the future in the Asia-Pacific region. Host China intends to make the most of the opportunity. It has an ambitious agenda to clarify APEC's priorities.
There has been a mushrooming institutions in Asia-Pacific. Of course, they play a pretty positive role in generating growth. However, there are some tensions and friction, even competition among them. And at this time, China wants to revitalize this FTA initiative.
FTA stands for Free Trade Agreements to oppose protectionism. China hopes the Beijing meeting can rebuild consensus on the integration of multiple free trade zones and create conditions for an FTA encompassing the entire Asia-Pacific.
The key point is how to recalibrate its orientation. This time, China play a host role, and they made quite a few very significant proposals like a FTA, like a collectivities. So that will bring back the orientation or attention of this APEC to its basic.
China is now the second biggest economy in the world. The country contributes over half of Asia's economic growth. And expectations are high for China to take on more responsibilities.
China actually is being called to play a leading role in community building in our part of the world, particularly in forging deeper and deeper economic integration and cooperation.
Professor Ruan Zongze believes the new initiative of integration is not meant to do away with the existing mechanisms, rather is to inject impetus to ensure development. China wants to put the vision of APEC FTA into action. It's a big test of the commitment of every member economy.
We hope that three goals will be achieved in Beijing APEC meeting: to shape the future through an Asia-Pacific partnership, to build an open Asia-Pacific
of technology that China is becoming an undisputed leader in. China is working hand in hand with Mexico to boost the country's infrastructure needs. A Chinese-led consortium has won the bid to build Mexico's first high-speed rail line. China Railway Construction Corporation and a handful of Mexican construction firms have been granted a $4.4 billion contract that will link Mexico City with a key industrial base in the country's heartland. Jing Qiao has more details.
This will be Mexico's biggest infrastructure project ever. The 210-kilometer line will connect the capital, Mexico City, with the growing industrial hub of Querétaro, cutting travel time between the two cities from about 2.5 hours to less than 1, with the maximum speed of 290 kilometers per hour.
Our bidding documents weigh 2.1 ton, from the design and construction to train control and high-speed slipways. It details all our core technologies. The Mexican government hired a third-party company from Spain to evaluate our bidding, and China's high-speed rail technology is well recognized.
Media reports say the project has attracted over 17 companies across the world who are looking to land the contract. But only the China Railway Construction Corp was able to submit its bidding plan on time. Other international companies eventually failed to meet the deadline and gave up. One rail official noted that China has the world's longest track of higher-speed railway lines, longer than all other countries combined, giving China the richest experience in this area.
This is a win-win project which will not only boost the local production of concrete and other construction materials, but also directly add 20,000 more jobs and 40,000 related jobs.
And China's Exim Bank will finance 85% of the project. Experts say that even though this rail line will be only 210 kilometers long, it's still a pioneering project in Latin America. Once completed, its success could in other Latin American